Hello viewers, I am here with my next video on The Tempest, Act 2, Scene 1, line number 90 to 140. So line number 90, the speech of Gonzalo, you can read from the book. Sir, we were talking that our garments seem now as fresh as when we were at Tunis at the marriage of your daughter, who is now queen. So Gonzalo is talking to King Alonso and making a reference of the freshness of their garments. After that, their shipwreck, so now they have lost Ferdinand and King Alonso is in sad mood. So Gonzalo is trying to make him please by saying that we should focus on what has remained with us. What is remained with us. So Gonzalo says that you see our garments still seem to be quite fresh as we wore them first time at the time of your daughter's marriage. But instead of Alonso, Antonio makes the response. He says, and the rarest that ever came there. He speaks that the rarest that ever came there. It is the rarest, the most excellent, you can say the most wonderful thing which has happened there. So here in this statement of Antonio may have more than one or two references. Means on one hand he can say that Claribel, the daughter of King Alonso, was the most beautiful queen who has now, most beautiful girl who has now become the queen of Tunis. And other references that it is very rare that our garments are still very fresh as according to Gonzalo. But Sebastian bade, I beseech you, widow Tito. Bade means except. Yes, except one thing. I request you that except widow Dido, she is the most excellent and the most beautiful girl there. Antonio, oh widow Dido, a widow Dido. So Antonio again uses the same word. Again and again they are using these words widow Dido because you can see the words rhyme. These words are rhyming together. Therefore, just maybe Shakespeare introduced this kind of rhyming words just to entertain the audience. In spite of, because the play is going through a very gloomy stage, therefore he wanted to entertain the audience. So he has used this kind of rhyming words, rhyming phrases. Now Gonzalo says in line number 95, is not, sir, my doublet as fresh as the first day I wore it? I mean, in a sort. So Gonzalo tries to pull the attention of King Alonso towards his doublet. Doublet is, you can say, close-fitting body garment with or without sleeves. You can say upper gown, cloth type garment. So he says that you just look at my doublet. Don't you feel that it is still fresh in the same manner as it was on the first day when I wore it first time? So I mean in a sort refers to me, I mean to say that in a way my doublet still is very fresh. But this in a sort picked up by Antonio and say that sort was well fished for. He says that in a way that is well fished for. Well fished for means you have just sought it well, and the reference you have made that shows that you have just searched or sought this phrase very well. After much you can say deep thinking, you have used this phrase. But Gonzalo says, when I wore it at your daughter's marriage. Again and again he is trying to divert the attention of King Alonso. Actually in between Antonio jumps. So Antonio's intervention creates problem for Gonzalo to console his master. So Gonzalo again comes back without paying attention to the words of Antonio. He is not at all affected by the intervention of Antonio. He says, sir, I am reminding you your daughter's marriage when we wore these garments first time. But Alonso now, after a long silence, at last he just burst out. He says, you cram these words into mine ears against the stomach of my sense. Alonso is in so much pain, he is in so much sorrow, that he does not want to hear any kind of consolating words. He is not at all ready to receive the words of consolation. Therefore he says, you cram these words, means you are again and again repeating the same words, and these words are just striking my ear against my intention. I am not able to digest your words of consolation. Stomach का मतलब कि जो ये words हैं जो मेरे अंदर, मतलब मैं इनको पचा नहीं पा रहा हूँ. It is very difficult for me to digest these words. So please don't irritate me by cramming these words before my ears. Would I had never married my daughter there. So now Alonso is regretting for his daughter's marriage. He says, I wish I should never have got my daughter married in such a far off place. Because Claribel was married to the king of Tunis. Tunis is a very far away place from Italy. Okay. So therefore he says that I should not have sent my daughter to such a far off place to get married. For coming thence my son is lost. I regret for this, because when we were coming back from there, coming thence means while coming back from there, I lost my only son. And in my rate, she too. And in my opinion, rate means in my opinion. Actually, I have not only lost my son on my way back, but I have lost my daughter also. She refers to Claribel. I have lost my daughter also, because who is so far from Italy removed, I never again shall see her. I lost my daughter because she has got married in such a far off place that it will almost be impossible for her to come back to Italy. Italy is you can say place where Naples and the king belongs to. Okay, the king belongs to this place, King of Alonso. So therefore he says that she would never be able to come back to her hometown. O thou mine heir of Naples and of Milan, what strange fish hath made his meal on thee. Alonso at last thinks that I just don't understand what has happened to Ferdinand, my only child, who was the heir, who was the descendant of two kingdoms. One is my own state, that is Naples or Milan, Naples, and the other is Milan. Okay, Milan also under a political treaty has been assimilated in Naples. So you were the descendant of these two kingdoms, and what strange fish, I just don't understand what strange fish or sea creature has fed on you. Maybe you are eaten up by some sea creature. So he is afraid that he has lost his son as the food of some fish. Francisco now replies. When Francisco hears the words of Alonso, which expresses his, you can say, utmost grief. So Francisco says, sir, he may live. At once Francisco rejects the idea of Ferdinand being eaten by some fish. He rather says that, sir, he may live. I hope that he must be alive. I saw him beat the surges under him and ride upon their backs. He trod the water whose enmity he flung aside. Line number 110, you can see the speech of Francisco. So Francisco tells Alonso, he gives a very, you can say, wonderful piece of information to Alonso about Ferdinand. Actually, when all these people were struggling against the waves of the sea to reach on a safe shore, so at that time Francisco had seen Ferdinand also was struggling in the same manner. So therefore he just narrates that scene. He said that I saw him beat the surges under him. Yes sir, when we all were struggling in the sea, so I saw him refers to Ferdinand. I saw Ferdinand also beating the surges. Surges means waves, the currents of the sea. He was also beating the currents of the sea under him. Under him refers, it means he was floating on the currents. He was not drowning down the currents. So ride upon their backs. Even I saw him in such a way as he was riding on the back of these currents. He seemed to be so confident that he was riding on the back of these currents. He trod the water. He was very confidently fighting against the waves as if he was walking on the water. He did not seem to be drowned by the sea waves. He rather walked on the water whose enmity he flung aside. And the enmity, the ferocity of water waves, he was just flinging aside using his lusty arms. He was pushing back the enmity of that tempest breasted the surge most swollen that met him. He was breasted the surge refers to he was facing. He was facing every coming up challenge posed by the most swollen waves. Most swollen matlab posed by the high waves, the deadly waves. So he was very bravely facing the waves which were posing danger to his life. His bold head above the contentious waves he kept. I saw that he was keeping his head always high above the contentious waves, means above the struggling waves. All the waves were not able to drown him. He was rather keeping his head high boldly and oared himself with his good arms in lusty stroke to the shore. And he was using his arms like oars. He was using his strong lusty arms, powerful arms like oars, and pushing behind all these surging waves and running towards, swimming towards the shore. So that over his wave-worn bases bowed as stooping to relieve him. He bowed on the waves in such a manner as if they were bending down before him just to support him. The waves did not seem to hurt him. Rather, he was so boldly riding on the back of these waves as if the waves were bending before him just to make a way for him. So I saw him struggling so. I not doubt he came alive to land. He says that I am 100% sure that he must have reached on this land safely. I have no doubt about his life. He must be alive, so you don't worry about him. In this way, Francisco gives, you can say, a factual description of Ferdinand, which could console Alonso a little bit. So Alonso does not just have any faith in these the kind of descriptions. He still thinks, no, he is gone. No, whatever you are saying cannot happen. I think he is gone. He is no more alive. But Sebastian says, sir, you must thank yourself for this great loss. So now you can see in this speech, Sebastian will vomit out his anger on his elder brother. He says that, sir, you are responsible for this loss. You are crying for this loss, but you should think who is responsible for it. It is you, because of which we all have to suffer this big loss. That would not bless our Europe with your daughter, but rather lost her to an African. It was your stubbornness that you did not find anyone in European kings a suitable match for your daughter. Instead of finding a suitable match for your daughter in European kings and princes, you just lost her to a prince of Africa. So it was your own insanity, because of which you lost your daughter as well as your son. Where she at least is banished from your eye, who has cause to wet the grief on it. So you lost your daughter to the king of Tunis instead of a European prince. So in a way, she also has been banished from your eyes. Means you won't be able to see her again. She has gone to such a far off place, it will almost be impossible for her to come back. In a way, you also have got another cause to shed tears. It is not only the death of your son, but the loss of your daughter is also a reason for you to shed tears. Alonso, please. Alonso is in too much pain. He is grieved a lot. He says, I request you, please be silent. Please don't create any more trouble for me. But Sebastian does not stop. He says that you were kneeled to and importuned otherwise by all of us. Line 125, you can see. You were kneeled to and importuned otherwise. Sebastian says that, sir, we tried. We kneeled to means we begged you. We just appealed to you. We sat on our knees and just requested you to take your decision differently. We all tried our level best to divert your decision. The fair soul herself weighed between loathness and obedience. And the fair soul, your fair beautiful daughter, fair soul refers to Claribel. Even your daughter Claribel also was in dilemma. She was not willing to get married to such a far off place. But on the other hand, she was a very obedient girl. So she was just weighing between her loathness and her unwillingness and her obedience, at which end of the beam should go. She was not able to decide which way she should go. Whether she should be obedient to you or she should tell you that she is not willing to marry. But we have lost your son. I fear forever. Sir, I think we have lost your son forever. He will never come back. I don't think that there is any hope of Ferdinand's being alive. Milan and Naples have more widows in them of this business making. And in all this business making. Business making refers to is whatever deal you had with the king of Tunis and all. So whatever you have done in all this system, we have got many more ladies, many more females who will become widow in Milan and Naples. Means you have lost not only your son, but many more other passengers also lost their lives on our way back. Then we bring men to comfort them, the fault is your own. So now in Naples, when we go back home, we will find number of widows will outnumber the number of men who can console them. And the all fault is yours. It is your fault only. You alone is responsible for all this mishappening. Alonso, so is the dearest of the loss. Alonso says, yes, this is the dearest loss. Means I have never faced such a big loss before in my life. Gonzalo understands. He says, my Lord Sebastian, the truth you speak doth lack some gentleness. Gonzalo knows that Sebastian is speaking the truth. But sometimes the truth can bring pain to the listener. Therefore, the truth should be spoken in a gentler manner, in a more humble manner. So therefore, he tries to make Sebastian understand that though you are speaking the truth, but it is said in a very ungentle manner. It is not the right time to speak this bitter truth. You rub the sore. At this time, you should give plaster. Plaster matlab, you should just bring some solace to the pain of your brother, but instead you have scratched his sores. तुमने उसके जख्म को रेत दिए बजाय उस पर मरहम लगाने के, है ना? So you should have treated the sore instead of rubbing it. But Sebastian very well. Sebastian does not feel affected, does not feel moved by the words of Gonzalo. He says very well, yes, I have scratched it bitterly. Antonio and most chirurgically. Antonio says yes, he has scratched the sore just like a surgeon. So the reference of surgeon is this: a surgeon scratches the sore but for the treatment. So here he says that he has scratched the sore just to treat his suffering. And Gonzalo says, it's foul weather in us all, good sir, when you are cloudy. Gonzalo says, sir, actually sometimes it happens, we all are in a bad mood. And when we are in a bad mood, we are not ready to take the words of consolation. Okay, so it depends upon anybody who is patient or who is gloomy will take the words of, you can say, solace or words of peace only when he is in a better mood. So therefore, your scratching the sore will not help Alonso. So here we stop in this video. Thank you for listening and watching the video.